I just can't get into podcasts. They're so boring.
You're missing out. You guys should really check out this new one. It's called Keep It 99.
Keep It 99, huh?
Hold up, Power Universe. Did Breeze just say what I think he said? Who is his father? Kanan and Breeze are what? Season 5, episode 4 of Raising Kanan just absolutely melted our brains. We got to the end of our guy Taz. Kanan played mind game with Flossy girl Trina, and Marvin finally put Rock in a place. But that ending though, Memphis just sent the Memphis boy just got sent a bloody message after betrayal, and the streets are about to catch fire. Smash that like button and let's get right into this wild breakdown. I am with the one and only Unica Williams, best in the Midwest on the mic, and I am of course your host, the music theorist, the host of Don't PMO and Mount Rushmore. It is your boy Zell May. And when you know what we do, we keep stomping and something amazing can happen. This is season 5, episode 4 of Raising Kanan. This is book 2, I think, right? Or book 3?
Book 3.
Yeah, book 3. Yeah, because Tariq's one's book 2. But yo, this was crazy. I know, by the way, I put it in the thumbnail and everything. We know Kanan knows that Defcon not his daddy because we know what way Defcon swings, Unico. And the ending monologue, because we're gonna start off with it. Let's start off with the hot thing.
Okay, so with what you think is the hot thing. Go ahead.
That's what people the people that actually watched it so far talked about, and the constant lie that's going on. Defcon didn't roll that way. I just said it, but Defcon don't roll that way. So how is Breeze his son too? So,
he ain't that gay. Because even Rock was like, you know, they did what they did.
But now Kanan knows that everybody thinks he's Defcon's son, so they're like, you ain't like Taz. Man, you different. We brothers, we blood, Kanan.
That wasn't a mind blower for me, bro. It really wasn't. It wasn't a mind blower for me. I was just like, all right, whatever.
I'm gonna tell you why it's like a controversial thing, because Kanan never mentioned in Power that was it, or even thought of it as his brother. But Kanan knows it's not his brother, but to implement it that he thought it set up a weird precedent for me. But I like it.
Hold on. Let's talk about it for a second. Let's break it down. Let's go to this part of it. Kanan, he just feel like it's just Defcon and his mama is the only people that matter in regards to his existence. Obviously, we have the police officer. That was the thing. But what it comes down to is this for me. What dude, Defcon wasn't all that. And I believe that Kanan, this is my hot take here. Kanan might be a little neurodivergent. Okay? That's where I'm at. Like, something's wrong with him. Like, not wrong. I'm sorry. Nothing's wrong with neurodivergent people. I'm just saying the way he connects dots just does not add up. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get why he's come to this conclusion that his mom is his greatest enemy ever. When we saw how fresh he was in episode 1 of season 1. Like, dude, you fresh as hell. You good. Your mama putting you in private schools, putting you with tutors, all this type of stuff. Like, you hate her for what? Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. And we find ourselves in another episode, right? Huh?
Is he fresh as he is now, though? He told old girl, by the way, I'm going to get into that next because that's a big thing. He told old girl, whatever she want, that's my girl. Spin it. Spin that shit. Spin that shit.
You just like everybody, man, bro. I felt like I was watching Dean and AB in this episode when it comes to Kanan and his girl, bro. Y'all just doing stuff except you ain't drunk, right? That's where I'm at.
But we did get her name, which is a big spoiler for Power. If anybody know, her name is Trina. Why is Trina important? That's Sean's mom. Sean is Kanan's son in the original Power. They just squeezed that in here on the final episode of Kanan. Mother Trina,
or the final season of Raising Kanan. Y'all just threw that in there. So now we know she was a call girl. She was escort, right?
Yeah. So his mama, we now know Sean's mom was an escort that Kanan fell in love with apparently, and now we found out because it was like
But let me ask you this, man. You the best like bridge person when it comes to like putting stuff together. Let me ask you this: Is this the first time Kanan called an escort? Like, I didn't think that he was that into like messing with, or like having sex, basically, like that.
Well, he always
has he always been about bitches and money like Breeze says? Is he really like that? Because I never took
no.
That.
He what 4 girlfriends? He even had old girlfriend.
So he's cool. He's still cool with just the casual having sex with people thing, and he just so happened to get the call. He kind of
fall in love quick though. He does fall in love quick. You remember he accused Rocker and an old girl who was pregnant with his baby.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, and we thought they might have changed her name, and that's what it was. But then she ended up going. So it's not that's not Sean's mom. Now we introduced to Sean's mom because they actually said her real name. So now we have his mom, but. Like every season, he has a girl that he basically folds over. He's just like Uncle Lou. Rest in peace.
Rip. I'm just okay. So where do you want to start here? You want to start with the dad thing, or you want to start with the mom thing? Like as far as his baby mama eventually. Which way you want me to start?
We're talking about Trina right now. Shout out to Trina.
Okay, so let's start with her. Okay. She seemed like a very good person. Is she not alive during Power?
I don't think she is.
OG Power?
I'm saying I don't think she is, because Sean wouldn't be so upset at his dad for a situation that we probably won't find out to Origins.
Something has to happen in Origins in order for like that.
Because Sean absolutely hates Kanan, and Kanan put him down like he did everybody in his family apparently. Except for, like I said last week, of course, we know Uncle Marvin. He did not put Uncle Marvin there because we know Uncle Marvin is in jail. Unless Kanan just lies throughout everything. We don't know. Kanan did say in the end of this episode, we just live and we get born and we die and everything else is just bullshit. But according to him in the original Power, one uncle is dead and one of them in jail. So one is already dead, so we know where Uncle Marvin is going. But I wonder if it'll be in this or Origins if that'll happen. Because we don't know if it's gonna happen in this season that Marvin goes to jail. Because it could happen in Origins. We don't know when that happens.
I don't see Marvin like just going out like that. But it messed me up when he was like Kanan, when he told Kanan, like, whoa, you got too much dip on your chip. Like, I appreciated that moment in this episode. Like, he's like, hold on, who do you think you are?
That was last episode, Joe.
Me, bro.
Yeah, that was last episode. This episode, he called out Rock.
But, by the way, okay, I apologize. Yeah.
But I talked about this last week. I was speaking. I even talked to you in private and conversation when we were just going over the show, and just in general, how like Rock problem is that she's overprotected. Even in this episode, she completely like, don't you tell nobody what Kanan did when he kidnapped that dude and gave you bad drugs and ended it, man.
First things out of her mouth, bro.
Yeah, don't you tell nobody about that last part.
What is wrong with Kanan? He has a good mom.
She's still protecting him, and she protects everybody. That's the whole thing.
And she said she was gonna put old girl down.
Yeah.
If she wanted, all right, you ran into my son.
Yeah.
All right.
And Flossy was like, "No, we don't do that. I do it strategically. I don't pull the trigger every time," which is a lesson that Rock can learn.
I hope that Rock can learn that, because she didn't have to put Big Dude down in a couple episodes ago. Yeah. You know, after Lou took a L.
But then she went outside, talked to Marvin, like, you talking that bitch on the line? She got googly eye for you, Marvin. You know how she talk. You got googly eye for you, Marvin. You talking about somebody behind my back? I don't like you talking about everything I run. But this has been a theme of her in this show. She tell Breeze this too. And we're going to go over there a little bit. She was like, everything, I don't like nothing being hidden from me, Marvin. And Marvin like, you know what? I love you. You know I'm here for you. I wasn't there for Lou, but I'm here for you. And I'm tired of you talking to me. I'm a grown man. I talk to whoever I want to. You don't tell me who I can talk to, and who I sleep with, or who I want to talk to, who I want to hang out with. I'm a grown man. The one thing you ain't gonna say is I'm not loyal, because I've been loyal to you this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna protect my little sis, because that's what big brothers do, protect their little sis.
Agreed.
And I'm like, Marvin giving speeches every episode now. My boy is hitting it. So this one was ended better than the other one, because she said, heard. And then last episode was Kanan like, stay up, gangster. That shit was disrespectful.
Man, the first thing that I thought about when he said that line, I was thinking about the 50 Cent movie and where he said, "I'm a gangster, Grandpa, and I'm proud of it." That's the first thing I thought about, and I was like, "Man, yeah, this thing is so damn stupid."
But I will say this: it was a part in this show, by the way, when he was with oh girl, I already forgot. Was it Jarita? Yeah, Jarita. Sean's mom. When he was with Jarita, he said "smash," and I'm like, in the 90s, they didn't really say "smash."
You don't know that because you was sitting at the kid table during the
Nigga,
90s, so you don't know what there was. You don't know.
I was around my uncles. Ain't them old niggas was not saying "smash."
You don't know.
You know that was not saying, and you know good and well in the 80s they were not saying "smash." They weren't even saying it in the 90s.
It would make sense for somebody to say "I smashed somebody," so it makes sense.
They were not saying "smash" in the 80s. Let me go look it up. Actually,
it's the 90s. It's the 90s. It's the mid 90s. At that, they showed you a couple episodes. Hanging Mr. Cooper was on this episode.
They wasn't even saying "smash" when we was in middle school going through puberty.
Smash. I mean, I don't think that was the main word.
Hey, Urban.
I don't think I ever would have used. Well, when did I start using smash? I don't think I ever used smash, but.
So according to this, it became a term for it in mid 2000, early 2000.
Smash.
Yeah, early 2000s. That's according to everything else.
So I mean, I guess that means that we need to look up when did Hanging with Mr. Cooper come out.
So it was like what? Early 2000. I guess it ain't as abysmal as I thought it was. Still abysmal. Still bothers me because I'm like, and the way he said it too was too modern to me. That's just me nitpicking. I love this episode. I just
Hanging with Mr. Cooper came out in it went from 92 to 97. But there was an episode of that showed up on this episode. So somewhere in between there, between 92 and 97.
Yeah. So that was a little thing that was going on. But other than that, that just triggered me. I don't know why that triggered me. It just felt out of place in the way they were talking. Like Kanan talked like the people I knew in the 90s, but then obviously he just brung up. He said that whole line like a person from like 2026, like the real actor was like saying it.
I wouldn't say smash in 2026 though. I wouldn't say that.
He wouldn't say it in 1994 either.
I feel like you probably would. I feel like that's an old term for banging out. Like I would say banging out before I say smash. I don't even, like I said, I don't even remember even saying smash in regards to like talking to the homies and being like, I smashed shorty. I never said that, bro. I never said that.
It just threw me off. Maybe I'm wrong, but
it's wrong leaning on some real shit.
But it said early 2000s, so I'm going with early 2000.
All right, fair enough.
So I'm kind of dignified and right. Maybe they had a crossover, but.
This nigga said they had a crossover between somewhere between 92 and 97 and like 2002 to like 2010. That's the crossover for you?
Yes, it is.
So with that being said, I know for a fact between 2000 and 2010, I did not say smash.
I probably didn't never say it either.
I'm pretty sure. So maybe that is pretty much like, you know.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm lying. It's another part in this show that kind of upset me too.
Okay.
That nigga who snitched on Kanan. And like, hey, bruh, Kanan and Taz got beef.
That wasn't a snitch. He trying to let the big boss know what's going on in regards to I need to move how I move. So that ain't on him for him.
It don't matter what it is. That shit was awful sounding. That shit sounded. I made sure.
No, that was terrible acting. I think it was bad acting.
That would bother me. I don't care what it was.
I think it was a bad acting that you didn't.
That dude just said that so bad. Hey, bro. Hey, Breeze.
I think it was acting for you.
And Taz, they got beef. I said, what the fuck? Why are you talking like this?
You ain't hear about that shit happen on 150th?
You ain't hear about that shit? And Breeze up here playing chess, not worried about a thing in life. Not a thing. Just out here playing chess.
No, I took it as like, all right, I hear you, but like, I'm thinking about what you're talking about. But like you said, what could make you lose it is that dude wasn't the best actor in the world. Like I was like, man, this is so forced.
My boy
So that was a bad scene. I give you that for sure.
Yeah, I was like, man, what are you doing? But them the two things that bothered me.
I'm a
But
hustler, baby.
it was awful. I'm like, what did y'all didn't tell them to do this again? Y'all didn't be like, hey, can we restart?
They let them have that. They said put that shit on Stars this Friday. They didn't care.
Also, what happened is Breeze met Rock and said, damn, Kanan didn't tell me your mom was this fine.
That was interesting.
Which kind of got weird when you think about it from that and realizing that that's his dad's old lady. Even if it's a beard, it's still his dad's old lady.
So let's
like, when you retrospect it, it gets kind of.
So before we got the that blockbuster at the end, I was like, man, that's giving some real unique and rock vibes, bro.
And then you get the thing.
She might go. She might go.
No, she hate him. I can already tell she hate him.
You think so? I think she might go.
Her and Unique had a respect. Breeze and him do not. That is not a respect.
I think that he got a lot.
Go back and watch Unique.
I think she got a lot of respect points off of him that day. Like
she called him a young nigga. She was disrespecting that nigga. She never did Unique like that. She never did Unique like that.
But that don't mean she ain't gonna fall, man. She by herself, bro. At some point, she gonna go.
She is not. She probably gonna. She might fall in that dirt because that nigga crazy.
So hold on.
That nigga is crazy.
But this whole series, Rock has had a love interest, so we can't take that away. That she might just.
But massive that she didn't have a love interest.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
But
East Oakland in Texas, that's way different. But that's what's up, though. I understand the difference.
That no state income tax, beautiful, ain't it?
It's different. It's different.
But yeah, ultimately, I don't really see them doing it. No.
I think she's gonna have a love interest. I mean, you have to.
Bro, they ain't even got that many more episodes left. So they have to create a love interest because I think she might not be alive.
What? She's not gonna make it to Origin?
No, I think Marvin the only one. She's either gonna be in jail or underground. Yeah, that too. That is beautiful too. That state income and yeah. Bro, I heard about San Diego. They told me I looked at
No. Let me tell you like this here. You go to San Diego, you gonna feel right at home.
Now, if you live there, you say go.
Oh no.
You visited, nigga.
Oh no, yeah, I might have visited, but I know what it takes. I know what it takes to live there. Hear me out. I got this. I live like Hey Arnold out there. Do you hear me? I live in a boarding house, rocking with San Diego. But
and that boarding house will be $2,200. I've seen some bad apartments that come way more than mine, and I live in a nice establishment.
And that's fair, and I can vouch for that. So, but okay, so Rock's not gonna have a love interest. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
there ain't gonna be no Breeze. There's not gonna be that in a Breeze. There's not gonna be. But I mean, who are we to say that she's not carrying over in the Origins though?
I don't think she will. I think you can't. They didn't end it. Somebody in every episode. Every episode has had somebody that's ended.
Man, I gotta look at Patina's tweets or something. I gotta look at her. That's the person that plays Rock in this series, Patina Harris, I believe. But yeah. All right. So what's the next point? What else did you grab out of this?
The Breeze comes. By the way, Shamit, I actually like him as Breeze. He's been doing real well. I really liked his character. He's been doing a good job. To me, he seems psychotic.
You want an origin story out of him? I want to know why. You know how this is where you got to cut somebody up.
Yeah,
that's the easiest part.
Yeah, my man is literally out here saying, "Hey, Kanan, look, bro, come check this out. You gotta get the bullet out so they can't find it when we burn them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta cut them open like this. You know?" I'm like, what? Psychotic is this?
Yeah, I mean, that goes into a whole bunch of different things. Like, why is Kanan so more cold than he is? Obviously, like I said, I think the boy is neurodivergent, and that's fine. And I think in a smart way, but at the same time, he just standing 10 toes down some weird stuff. But I just feel like I'll shout to Abilene and San
That's what
Diego.
I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. I understand that.
But
But yeah, that's where I'm at with that particular part of it. Is how is Kanan, as cold and ruthless as he is, and like we seeing it, the dude just sat there and had the goggles on, and while dude was talking, I ain't had nothing to do with that. He just took the goggles off after y'all just cut and then took the blade itself and was like, I'm about to cut the rest of him up. So we know why he heartless and nasty the way he is. Like we seeing his origin. I want to see how Breeze, how he became like that, because he just came out the gate being.
I think he was when he born like that. When Snaps and Pops grew him, basically.
Why are people just now figuring out this nigga exists though? Because that's a big part of this episode. Is like
you can tell.
I keep hearing about this nigga, but I've never seen him.
You can tell though that's where Ghost kind of get his stuff from. Learned a lot from, because everybody knows Ghost, Kanan, and Tommy was all raised under Breeze.
Okay, but I'm saying, so what did they get? Just
like
what do you think they
Breeze said it in the other episode when they were talking to Stefano. He like, why you want to be Breeze? It kind of seemed kind of soft, and then he hit him with, yeah, man, I'm just in and out like a Breeze. No one see me in and I'm out. Just like Ghost explained.
Like a ghost.
I'm a ghost, yeah. So it's like I'm a Breeze. So you like, okay, I see the inspiration. I see the inspiration from there. I see where you got the ghost from, because I don't make noise. I don't want everybody to see me. I just want to be like a Breeze.
So clip this. Let's make this thing starting now. So what do you believe that? So now that we're starting to learn a little bit from about Breeze and his personality, what do you think that Ghost in them? What do you see in them now?
I see a lot. I see how Kanan's a little crazy. He get that from Breeze. I see Tommy a little crazy. He get that from Breeze. I see Ghost be calculated, and that's why Ghost playing him and Tasha plan to get rid of
Breeze.
Breeze. Because let's be real, who gonna stop Ghost from taking over? If anybody did, it'll be Breeze. Breeze's whole thing has been there only can be two. It only can be one at the top. I'm cool with Kanan because that's my little brother. Apparently, he believes that's his little brother. That's my little brother, so I'm cool with Kanan.
That's a strategic thing. What if he had all the backstory on Kanan before this even happened? Which I feel like Snaps and Pops would be like, "Hey, this little nigga think that he Defcon's kid is."
No, they don't know that. You gotta remember, they think he's Defcon's kid.
They still think that, or you
gotta remember, Defcon married Rock and claimed him. The only people that know that's not would be, for a long time, Rock and Howard. And Howard's gone. And you gotta remember, Marvin and them still think that Kanan is Defcon's kid. You gotta remember that Rock never told them that Howard was his father. So no one literally knows besides Rock and Howard. And Kanan, of course. Kanan knows now. But
and we seen Uncle Marvin went to say, man, I went to go see Defcon today. I remember that scene. What is that?
Yeah, so he like told him, like, so they still think that Kanan. So nobody in the show, Snaps and Pops even said, I don't think Snaps and Pop would be like as amenable to Kanan if they didn't think. Kanan is basically using everybody, that the fact that they have a relationship with Defcon and using them to get to where he want to get to and be this street nigga. He basically used his fake father's code to get around in life. By doing
I just kind of feel like at some point it's not gonna be true about him and Breeze. And then, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, because their relationship never soured. They was always tight. Remember, he took Tariq to his house and be like, this is my homie, his family to me, and didn't touch the bullet hole, which I'm assuming is where Ghost shot him at. We assume, we don't know that, but he touched the bullet hole in his apartment because he always sat right there. He was predictable. So he called him stupid. We know he's not stupid, but he probably predictable to the people he trusts. He always sat there and watched Jeopardy every night. And that's why Ghost caught him, because he already knew where we were going to be at what time. He told me that in power. So I'm like, okay, so their relationship never soured. So I don't think Breeze ever figured it out that he would. So that's my theory. I could be wrong, but I doubt it, because
we still got origins and we still got 3 more episodes. So
that's what I was saying. So Ariel asked, he's from Indiana, close enough to Michigan.
He was in Michigan, Mississippi bound, period, all day long, and then but raised in Indiana.
Yeah, you've been in Michigan, so you might have picked up.
I ain't pick up shit from Michigan, except for some fluid, Point blank. Period. And
No, you picked up.
pause.
Yeah, we hear it. We hear it. I'm with you. I'm with you. All right. I hear it in his voice. But the thing about episode 5 is the rumor is that Unique is supposed to come back in this episode. I doubt it. So, but Marvin's supposed to meet him. But we did have a scene with Marvin talking to the pastor about how he ain't going to heaven. You think Lou will go to heaven? How about my daughter? As we see her work with the police officer and be short and begging and asking, she begging Marvin for money because she was short. And he like, the one thing you don't do is be short with a police officer. A dirty cop, they ain't got nothing to lose. They already dirty. You the only
Already
one
dirty. That's it.
and you know they dirty, so you essentially a proponent of it. So he did warn him, but he said, I'm proud of you, my little gangster, like a chip off the whole block. I try to protect you from this life.
Marvin ain't buying no cops. He ain't doing all that. He said, I'm past that. That's why you niggas gotta look up to me. You can't never reach where I climbed up to. That's what he said. Now, I would ask this though. I mean, not ask it, but I think it's pretty much clear of how she's going to get into being a police officer in regards to you. Because I mean, she already started with the female officer that was helping her out. That situation happened. Now you like, all right, I'm rocking with Garcia. Now I think the next thing is if you buying him, it's like, okay, get me into the academy so I can do this shit myself. I'm gonna pay you off and get you up out of here. Because now they gotta tie up that loose end of Garcia. I think they gotta tie that up. Because I think we're done with it. He just keeps on pulling up. So what is his real need in this series at this point?
Yeah, I love his ending to Unique. I don't think he should come back in this show.
I'm talking about Garcia.
Oh, he gonna he gone. Bye, goodbye.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that they're trying to bridge how Juke gets into the police academy because she was already in college, she was already doing her thing there, whatever, blah blah blah. Chose to be with her daddy, and then now she was like, I'm about to start rocking with this cop. And then how do you become a cop? And I feel like that's the angle that they're going for. Does that make sense? Like, how does she become that officer that ends up helping Kanan when we get to OG power? Right?
But somewhat help Kanan. Somewhat. It's kind of
somewhat. Like, I mean, helps Kanan, but we know what happens at the end.
Yeah. I was doing stupid shit. I'm like, all right, Kanan, you done ended everybody in your family, apparently. So, like, so far in your intermediate family, you have ended everybody in it. From your father. Well, basically, you almost ended your father. You quite didn't. Then Rock finished it. You ended your Uncle Lou. You ended Sean, your son. You're probably going to end Dorita. That's the reason Sean hated you. You ended Uncle Lou.
There's a reason why Ghost had to take him as like his adopted son kind of thing, right? So
yeah, so he ended Juke in the show. So we know how that goes. But I think she'll probably like think about it toward the end of the season, which will lead to origins and stuff like that. But Floss is a good character too. I just thought about that randomly because I know we're going to get out of here. But Floss is a really good character I'm interested in. I want her to be a power player in Floss. I think that's why I think Marvin survived. I think him and Flossy going to get into something.
Something has to happen because, I mean, think about it. So we had Lou's record producer guy, right? The executive or whatever. You had him, like, there's always like this white person that's in there, like Juke and her girlfriend, the dad helped her out. Like, there's going to be like this white dynamic in there. And so this might be Marv's. But I believe when we first started watching this chapter of Power, Marv was hitting a white girl in the club, right?
He liked him. He liked them white. You remember he went to the old girl's house and they kept going over. He went to the white neighborhood with him. He also had the little girl that he had his friends with that he watch over still that wouldn't snitch, that refuses to snitch on him. That was randomly inserted into this season and with no intro.
They never went back to it at all. They were just like
they never introduced it. It was just random, like, who did this to this person? Like, and then it just ended, and they never talked about it for 3 episodes. It just happened in episode 2, and then it just like we didn't introduce it. We didn't make it it's not even prevalent through the season. It ain't like, oh, they still looking for who did this, who ended the Foster family. They ain't gonna do it. We ain't even gonna say we look for it. And then they just show it. And then it's over again, and we don't talk about it for 2 episodes. And I'm like, that's weird, but okay. I guess it might come into play in the end of the season, maybe in the origins. Maybe that's how Marvin ended up in jail. Who knows? Because a lot of it, like now we starting to see the stuff from Power actually take hold. Because we was wondering what uncle was gonna be in jail, what uncle was gonna be dead. Now we know Lou was gone. Now we was learning about who is gonna be Jarita, who's gonna be Sean's mother. We apparently found this out. So there's a lot of stuff going on, man. I'm enjoying it. This season been really good.
Let's get into that relationship, by the way. So who would eventually be Kanan's baby mama? Okay, cool. She basically was a direct hand into messing up his mom's business, which he did. And then we all know that Rock is like still trying to protect them. But where are we going from there? That's a pretty interesting dynamic right now. Like, okay, you still trying to mess up your mom's business, and then when you could have actually found it out, like this is how you can get into Manhattan, is by stealing the escorts, but you decided to mess up her business. And man, what's wrong with this? Now that's what it all comes down to. What's wrong with this nigga? Why you don't like?
I don't think he gonna steal it because you gotta remember it goes through Flossy.
Who is Ghost?
It goes through Flossy.
Oh! It all goes through that. Yeah. So.
And then Stefano got beef with Rock, and then guy Q was sitting there telling her, "Hey man, I don't need him messing up my life, so go apologize." Which Rock does not, cause Rock, like I said, Rock means good, but she do not know how to talk to other human beings. No matter what, she does not know. Like Marvin even called out on the show. Listen, you gotta stop talking to me like that. I know you mean well, and I'm over here for you. And I know
I'm trying to protect you. I know
you're trying to say you're trying to protect me, but I'm big brother. I protect you. You gotta stop talking to me crazy. You be talking to people crazy, and that's why people think you crazy. And I agree with him because, like, when Kanan do something wrong, we talked about this last week. When Kanan does something wrong, she literally goes and like, "You doing stupid stuff again, Kanan. You dumb, Kanan. I always fix your mess, stupid." And I'm like, dang. So that's always like an issue for the show in ways. And then one of the last things I do want to talk about before we get into it, and we got and be done. The Memphis boys. The Memphis boys and that betrayal. Oh boy, I don't know how you didn't think this was gonna happen. You betrayed your two people you came up to New Jersey with. And what you get for it? Your hat sent to Marvin. And the whole thing messed up. Screwing Rock. Putting Rock in a bad situation. Because I don't even know if old boy will protect her now since she sent a hit out on him. So, because he even said he ain't going to protect you forever. And she's like, I'm right here. So she decided she's just going to try to go end him herself and put somebody else that can't put it on him. But now it failed. And now Rock is in a horrible situation because I don't think old boy gonna protect it no more. He like, you did this to yourself. You keep doing stuff thinking you smart. Like Flossy gave her the perfect example. This is before we get off. Flossy gave her the perfect example. When I get my hands dirty, I do it strategically. I don't just do it. I don't just end people. I'm not like a psychopath like appears to be Breeze, who sets his team up to he's short and basically lies to Kanan, led to him and Taz going, but they couldn't stay together. So he just, to me, is to be fair, they couldn't live in the same area. So he said, go check him. He knew how Kanan is. He knew Kanan was going to easily do him because Taz is a hothead who don't know how to hold his emotion and give his tail too quick. That way he gets slapped, shot in the leg, boom, boom, head, boom, you done. You're too eager to do stuff. Flossy said, I'm too strategic. I'm going to be real strategic in the way I handle this and the way I do these things. I'm going to plan this out. I'm going to plot. And I'm going to figure out how to maneuver. And then if deemed necessary, I will pull that trigger. That's what Flossy told Rock. And I'm like, you just had this problem. The episode ended with this problem. You sent them 3 dudes down there to get Stefano so you ain't linked to it. Oh boy, betray him. His dumb self got right in the back of the head. Pop. I don't know where he thought he was going. You don't go in the back door in New York. You're going to be in the empty spot, dog. They ain't taking you to the front door. You don't go. You done snitched everything. Now, Stefano know what you're going to do because you weren't strategic in it. You try to be smart and quick about it. Just like when Stefano told Marvin to go, boy, he did it in front of a church step. I still don't know how in the God's earth that nobody know who Marvin
we're
was.
still wondering why. That's still your biggest question. One of my favorite rants of yours is like, hey, I ain't know.
He did it in the middle of the day in front of a church without a mask on. He walked up to the man, shot him, and nobody could recognize him.
Agreed.
He the only black dude there. This one black man sat on the step and shot this man in front of everybody and walked off and got in the UPS truck. I don't know if it's a UPS truck. It looks like a UPS truck. It doesn't make sense. But she did it again, and he sent the hat to him. And now, oh boy, he's like, he don't want problems. He ain't scared of Stefano, but it's messing with his other businesses. And you kind of Kanan, you messing with that block in which you wasn't supposed to be on, threatening Breeze like every block mine, nigga. The fact you taking money from me, your ego got Kanan involved again. Because if you didn't touch the street, Kanan wouldn't care. He already told Stefan, I don't care about Manhattan. But now you end it. So Flossy looking like, this might not be the work I want to do. And she's smart. Now you got Q, I think his name Q. He might not protect you. Stefano said he ain't gonna forever protect you because he told you to apologize and butter him up and get this done because I don't feel like dealing with this crap because we don't need family beefs. Because he ain't even from this can. He just pissed at you. So just like, hey, we good, my bag. Get on there, and that's what you gotta do as an adult. She don't do that. Of course she don't. She threatens him. Then tried to end him. And now I doubt when he tells old boy that she tried to end me, he like, that's y'all problem. Because at first he even told her he ain't gonna keep protecting you because that's the reason he ain't did nothing. Because like he asked me to do this with you because otherwise I would have powered you right up. But he asked me to do it. I mean, he got that much respect. But once Stefano be like, hey, she tried to do this. Now you we see you in the promo. You having to use that gun. So Rock ain't gonna learn. Shout out to Flossy for like, hey, be strategic when you pull the trigger. Don't just do it to everybody. Like every person in this show, Breeze do it for fun. I don't even think Breeze got to do it.
I kind of wish that this took place in the MCU because at this point I'm like, man, where's Spider-Man at? Where's Spider-Man at?
It's
like,
there's
too much going on. Where's Spider-Man? Like
Braden?
You talking about Manhattan? That's where you get your best pictures at in Manhattan. So like, what are we doing?
Braden is Spider-Man. What you mean?
Braden is Spider-Man?
Yeah, he's clearly Peter Parker. I can't tell. But I ain't got nothing else. I done talked about everything
stupid,
I think I done had on my notes. Let's see. Have I talked about everything?
No, I didn't. The only thing in my notes that I didn't really like hit on real quick, I just wanted to say, I was like, what happens when Uncle Marvin finds out that connection between Kanan actually working with, Unique and Breeze, but more so, I heard you've been working with Unique. So, and then,
but
so
I already talked about that. And he said, I don't.
But I'm saying, so there's that part of it. Then the other part that I'm concerned with that I was like, okay, what happens when Uncle Marvin finds out that it's this police officer that's fucking with his daughter? So I was wondering how
well,
he's
she kind of told him
that,
already.
You know
she already said, I'm working with this police officer specifically.
No, but I'm saying like the fact that, how, like, I know how Marvin is about his daughter. So it's like, man, at some point, I think that might come to a point like Garcia.
I think that's gonna
fucking
be
with my daughter, bro. You know what I mean?
I think that's gonna be. I think
that's not a thing.
She gonna handle that herself.
But you don't think that Marvin ain't mad
Marvin,
about that?
I don't think Marvin.
He's chilling on it. He's chilling
like
on
I
it.
said, he already had the conflict between him and Unique. They had that argument in episode 2. He like, I don't work for him. Matter of fact, Kanan tried to end that nigga life too. Cause you remember Marvin went to the house.
Yeah. They both was trying to do it.
Then Breeze and Kanan were trying to find him at his house. So they both tried to end him. So like, I ain't working.
No, I mean, I get that. I'm saying like at some point, like I'm like Marvin ain't gonna put 2 and 2 together on that. Like,
well, then technically he tried to end him. He wasn't really working with him.
But Kanan didn't tell Uncle Marvin I tried to kill that nigga the other day. Did he?
Yeah, but he don't. But like I said, he
did. He say that in the episode, bro.
No, he said I don't work with him. I didn't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man,
technically, he never worked with him.
Because that could
be
a
setup for him to get got.
But I'm saying that could be Kanan's out right there. Is to say I just tried to kill that nigga the other day.
Yeah, but he never worked with him. Remember, it was a setup. He told him to go to this house so he can end him. So the whole thing for him working with Stefano and them was to set him up to go to his house. And him and Breeze take
okay. I see what you're saying.
So he never really worked with him ever.
In which he didn't, but I'm saying it's the fact that Marvin came to him and confronted
now
him.
the problem would
about
be
that,
if Marvin found out he the one who shot Uncle Luke. That's when you get it.
No, I get that, but I'm saying Uncle Marvin should be understanding that like something ain't right because you love your Uncle Lou that much and you was about to work with him, but you didn't tell Uncle Marvin I went to go put that nigga down the other day. That's what he could have did to like actually clear himself.
But he never, like I said, he never technically worked for him. All he did say I never worked with him. He never did.
But it's the fact that you was still rocking with him. They know that you, and that's how everybody's finding out about Breeze. So hold on, are we lost?
Wait, no, Breeze never.
Are we not saying the
Breeze?
same? Are we not saying the same thing here?
No, Breeze. Technically, he on the run because Breeze. You forget Kanan and Breeze shot all his people. That's the reason he was like, I'm hearing you taking out his people with that nigga Breeze. You just shooting his people up. So he know he know he ain't rocking with Unique on the run from him and him. So he kind of knows that, but he's like, where are you? Because I'm hearing that something was going on. And he's like, yo, I'm finishing the people. Me and him taking over the blocks. He ain't here no more. He ran away. We taking over his shit now. And who is this nigga Breeze? Marvin said, who is this nigga Breeze?
That was the biggest thing. Like, there's like, who is this nigga Breeze? And then they saying Breeze and Kanan. And then that's what started that. That's what made Uncle Marvin go holler at Kanan. Was he like, I heard you fucking with Neek.
No, it was that you can work for me.
No. He went to go holler at Kanan because he was like, yo, I heard you been fucking with Neek. That was the point of that.
Yeah, but then he said I didn't. And then he told him that I shot all his people up. That's me.
That's when he said, oh, yeah.
Yeah, we taking his blocks.
The block is wrong.
Yeah, the block is wrong. We taking over his blocks now. So he's like, okay. But then he said, but Uncle Marvin, you can come work for me. You can eat this real bread. Then he got pissed.
No, that's the extra part of it. Yeah. But I'm just saying.
I remember he did tell him after that he shot up, he taking his blocks. So I don't think you working with Unique if you just shooting all his people and taking his blocks now.
No, okay, so that would take away suspicion from.
Yeah, like if I'm just shooting up all his former people, I don't think Unique rocking with me. Like, because everybody know Unique loyal to his people, specifically that group that he kind of ran away from. So I take away that loyalty point because they all gone now.
Man, the other three dudes that was with the guy that got took out, like they just ran away. Like and then you had Kanan behind him with the left hand. I'm like, he didn't hit nobody, but you know what I'm saying? It's like
he shoot, but
it was still better. 3 of y'all.
He shoot better than them dudes from what's that show called on Netflix that I watched?
What, Star Wars?
No, the Netflix show.
Star Wars, point blank period. They can't never hit nothing. Talking about the clone troopers. But yeah, man, okay, I'm with you. I'm gonna act ignorant like I'm Uncle Marvin right now. All right. So going forward into this. But I'm feeling like somewhere Uncle Marvin about to put 2 and 2 together because something don't smell right about that pot of chitlins, man.
But ain't nothing he didn't work with him. That's what I'm saying.
He did work with him. They was all together. Like they met up. He met up with Unique.
And it was to set up.
We know that. We know that. That, hey, bruh, I'm about to holler at you about some shit, right? And I'm talking to you, and then let me tell you. But damn, you ain't heard why you ain't mad at me? Because the word on the street is that I killed your uncle. That's where I'm at. And Unique can't. Why ain't you pressed about that? Why ain't you pressed about that? You understand what I'm saying?
But at the same time, listen.
What's the same time? That's the thing, bro. He can't.
Joe, if we on the street, if we on the corner right now, and you tell me, and I'm like, I heard Unique, Joe, I heard you with old boy, and then all of a sudden, a day later, you done shot up everybody that was with old boy. I don't think you with old boy no more. I will never consider you with him. Because I don't know what kind of team that you are running, in which he's on the run.
I don't know, bro.
Because he's on the run, and I'm taking over all his spots.
I don't know, bro.
Joe, if you took over, if let's say Monray had a blunt, right? And I'm like, you and Monray, I heard y'all got something. Monray's on the run all of a sudden, and you took over every spot he had.
That could make a dumb nigga believe that. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're doing. Y'all still trying to play Uncle Marvin like he dumb.
No, that doesn't make sense.
I think y'all trying to make Uncle Marvin like he dumb, man.
I believe that you would just shoot up all the.
Because he said, oh,
Joe, they ain't all hot. They are dead. He is murdering Unique's people. They're not just on the run. They're not hiding. They're on the street, on the pavement, face.
So they said that was y'all niggas
Kanan
150.
They telling the streets are saying Breeze did that. Kanan is with Breeze. Him being with Unique, why would you Unique run?
That is a good misdirection. Yes, that's some Itachi level shit. I'll give you that. All right, that's Itachi level shit.
Why would Unique run? Unique, why would he run? Why would Unique run? He ain't running from just Marvin if he with them.
Okay, so let's do this.
So I don't think can't be with them.
So as we encapsulate Uncle Marvin at this point going forward, so like he's cool with knowing that Unique is on the run and he's moving. Is he moving on? Because that's what the point of this whole episode was. Just move on.
Yeah, they keep telling it. Now he got a lot of other problems. He got Stefano and a lot of other problems to do it.
That's a whole. I don't even know how they're gonna deal with that.
Because now he knows they tried in him.
Y'all hit. Y'all hit.
Y'all like I said, there's no protection, so I don't think he's.
We don't know how strong Stefano really is, and then we know that the girl's working with Pino, and then out the gate, so you already know that Stefano about to go after Pino.
Well, because I think he's going to tell Pino to step down because they tried to, and I don't think he wants to just go to war with Pino. You know how they did. Even with old boy, it took him to end it. It took that for him to get got. So I think it's going to be. And plus, it seemed like Pino's a little bit ahead of him in a way.
Pino's ahead of Stefano?
Yeah, it seemed like he's like more of a higher, but not like too high. Like he runs Manhattan, he runs Queens. Manhattan might be a bigger market than Queens, but he was like, okay. Because he even told her, Pino ain't going to keep protecting you if you keep messing with me. So he telling her that something you're going to do is going to cause him not to do something. He's going to step back, which I think he is.
So Stefano, because the reason Pino said what he said to Stefano,
Pino even tried to get him to apologize.
He's like, hey, man, be cool. Y'all just find a way to be cool at least. Yeah. So if Stefano be like, hey, one of your hitters came for me,
after you asked her Pino.
Okay.
You gotta remember that he asked Pino, like, hey, Pino asked, hey, y'all work it out. So now like, he tried to end my life.
Does Pino flex his muscle?
No.
Pause.
I think he gonna tell Rock, this your problem. Deal with it.
But is he gonna still keep doing business with her?
Oh yeah. Like that ain't my problem no more. I ain't gonna protect you no more. That's the thing. I'm not gonna tell him to call the dog.
You don't think Stefano gonna come for Pino?
No.
I don't know, man. I think that's gonna cause the problem. And that's gonna be. I think that might be what gets Rock set up. Because I think Pino and Stefano is gonna be click together quicker than. Because at the end of the day,
come for him like
I'm saying at the end of the day, Rock needs Stefano or Pino. You know what I mean?
Because you gotta remember that he like, only reason you ain't right now is because I respect Pino. And he asked me to talk to you. That's the only reason you ain't in the ground.
But I'm still gonna hit you.
Yeah.
So I try to hit you with these niggas from Memphis. I mean, with these.
Well, she did, and then he betrayed him, and then he got shot. And it was the Memphis boy was stupid.
That was a terrible play. I thought it was gonna work. I thought it was gonna work because, like, okay, where did they come from? You know what I mean? But now it's like, I didn't think that twist was gonna happen that quickly in one episode like that. That was a quick twist. The betrayal was a very quick twist.
Yeah. But I liked it. Got to the point and it's set up for, because they ain't really important, but it's set up for Stefano to have a reason for Pino not to protect her.
Yeah,
he gave him a reason. But that's all I got. That's all I had. We got some interesting revelations. Kind of got me excited.
Next week. Did you see the previews?
Yeah, I talked about a little bit.
What they look like? Oh, okay.
Rock, it looked like she in the trenches. That's what the next promo look like. Rock look like she's in the trenches right now. She going through it. So that was the last trailer. Let me know your thoughts. Like and subscribe to that notification bell. Y'all know what to do. Y'all see it at the bottom. Any ideas, email us at overall99ent@gmail.com. Go to overall99media.org and just click our beautiful faces and it take you directly to our pages. Whatever page you would like to on that. Thank you for being you. Like and subscribe. All of that jazz. And if you have a hype button, you still got it. You can just hit that. Use that on us. We do appreciate it. I think for the people who subscribed to that, I know a few people did. Thank y'all for that. Music Theory come out Sunday. Don't PMO come out tomorrow at 9, maybe a little later. But no, I'm gonna get it now. I can get it off in time. But the Music Theory one, Eminem, White America, and The Way I Am. We breaking down those two. How was it in 2000, 2002 to now? what's the difference. Everything I broke it down for you. It's a 40-minute video. It's a great video. It's a great breakdown, and we're gonna try to learn a little bit more about music and lyrics and stuff. So I do appreciate you. Nico, anything up soon? Mount Rushmore Sunday.
Oh yeah, that's what's popping. I'm back, baby. I'm back. Do you see me? I'm back. So with that being said, I'm back. It's going down. We got our AMC membership. We got that back. I'm back. I'm back. Trust me. I got y'all. So everything is exactly what it's supposed to be. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Keep stomping. Something amazing will happen. Peace.
Turn the cameras on, hit the lights, let's go. From a couch to a cosmos, watch us steal the show.